So I just listened to the 327 album. What the fuck am I saying? 327. The 327. Damn, I'm messing up because it's Christmas Eve. I'm still out in work. I'm trying to record this because I'm trying to feed the streets. Fuck. Let me put up my script that I just wrote. So boom, this LP by New Century Sounds, produced by Philip Hunter, is one of the projects that doesn't scream for attention. It pulls you in. It's low-key daring you to have the patience in a world full of skip, skip, skip dopamine addicts. The first thing that hit me was the restraint. This isn't the type of album that tries to win you over with 30 beat switches and 14 features doing cardio in your ears. It's more like, nah, sit down, I'm building an atmosphere, and I respect that. Okay, now let's talk about the vibe and the concept. The whole thing feels like that picture you just sent. Okay, now let me talk about the vibe and the concept. The vibe and the concept is scarily relatable. From what I sussed out, I have not even written this down. I'm not looking at my script. Because literally, while I was listening to this album, I literally stood up, took off my shoes, and looked at the scenic view right now. For sure, as you're watching, you're seeing the scenic view. Man, that's what this fucking album feels like. That's what this fucking album feels like. Beautiful, right? So, the vibe and the concept, right? Let me get back into the script so I can explain to you guys why this album is so heated. Um, Damn, I can't even fight my shit because I'm at work. The whole thing feels like the picture I just sent. It's wide open, it's kind of deceptive. It looks like it's peaceful, but if you actually stand there alone long enough, if you actually stand there alone long enough, you start hearing things. The energy is here. It's pretty. The energy here is pretty. The surface sneaky underneath, and that's why I said you guys ain't slick because I could see because the concept is doing that smile plotting thing. It's vibey, not in the lazy TikTok way, more like in the intentional mood setting. It doesn't just want to sound nice, it wants to mean something while sounding nice. And while I'm talking about that, let's get into the production too. Philip Hunter did his thing, but he's not innocent. He's actually a villain. You know? Yeah, he didn't know what I'm talking about. I don't need to say shit. The production is polished without being sterile. A lot, a lot of space, a lot of air. Drums don't always hit. Although drums don't always hit or punch you in the face, in the jaw, especially since my jaw is wide shut. I feel like Kanye. Shit. But it carries the momentum and transitions. It feels like someone actually cared about sequencing, which is rarer because people who drop albums like dumping camera roll pics. There's also this thing where the music keeps hinting at something darker, then pulls back, like it's teasing tension instead of dumping it onto you, which is kind of smart. And what works actually in this album, right? What works is the cohesion, the way it sounds like one world, not a playlist. It feels like it's just a one-track mind. One track mind. Go check out that fucking song by Cindy, the city pop artist. I might put it up. Here it is. Or not, I don't know. Since this is a rant, kind of. The mood, it's disciplined. Nothing feels random. Nothing feels random or thrown in for the streams, even though there are songs that I feel like dip in quality. You see by the score I give it. And the replay value, it the replay value, it's you pretty much if you play the album, you play one song, you have to play everything. The only song I feel like I can play is probably Let You Grow, the single. And what else? What doesn't work At times, it almost feels too controlled, like it's committed to being too smooth, and you start wishing for one moment, but it gets uglier, riskier, blood on the paper. But not to be edgy, just to add contrast. Because what you see, sometimes the impact lands soft. I'm sorry, I'm just so focused on the work. It lands so soft. That is the problem. Still is good, just as soft. The final take is that this is one of the albums that you put on when you're tired of loud people. Actually, separate from the noise, that is actually a true statement. You feel me? There's a concept here. The vibe, the vibe there, and not subtle to casual listeners. I'm so generalized because of the work. I'm never gonna do this shit again. I'm gonna record 2 videos here, and I'm never gonna record them again because god damn, this shit's stressful. The concept is there. The vibe is there, and it's subtle enough for casual listeners, it's subtle enough for casual listeners to miss the point, which is honestly their problem. Let me just put this down for a little bit. The concept of this album is basically the motions of romance on how it works and how you do things, because I feel like this album starts off like, yo, we're in love, then in the middle it's like, yo, we broke up right now and we're not talking to each other right now. This nigga is doing his own thing, introspecting, and I'm praying for him, even though I don't know how to say that. She didn't say that. She said she was exploring, quote unquote. But yeah, she has a beautiful voice. But right now, people are gonna miss the point because of this. I don't care. I explained the concept. It doesn't lie in my head. I give a fuck if this shit gets 0 views. And what's my final score for it? 87 out of 100. It's not perfect, but it's very real and very intentional. Peace out. ShadyNoP out. Go listen to Separate from the Noise by 327. And yes, oh man.